Hi everyone. Today we're going to discuss about embedded SQL. So last class we discussed about the advanced SQL concept with the Java database connectivity with ODBC drivers. So today we're going to discuss about embedded SQL. So what is embedded SQL? So here the embedded SQL plays a vital role in every web because embedded SQL is a powerful method that allows the integration of high-level programming language with the database management systems. So it acts as a bridge between the application and databases. So which helps in data manipulation and also the communication. So the main goal to make the database interactions simpler for application developers and end users to determine the demand of embedded SQL. The embedded SQL first connection to the database will be made. After that declaration, we have to declare what we want to do. And for that executable statement, we have to give. Then finally, for handling the errors, we have to add error handling mechanisms. This is the simple code and basic code for embedded SQL. First, we have to declare. First, make a connection with that database, like a student, and declaring the variable like what are all the attributes for the student is ID, roll number, name, address, like that. We have to declare in the declaration section. After that, we have to give that error handling mechanism. So, for example, if execute SQL error, like whenever the statement like shows warning or some alert will becomes means notifications comes, it will alert the user also. So for making that, we can use the error processing mechanisms, and after that, like we can execute the query for our applications So next, dynamic SQL. We take dynamic SQL. It involves the creation and execution of SQL statement at runtime. But as dynamic SQL allows the developers to generate SQL statement dynamically based on the runtime environment. By time to time while running, we can develop a code for handling that. So steps to use dynamic SQL. First, we have to declare it, and after that, set the value for both the declaration, and finally, select will be used to retrieve the required item from the database. And then this example shows a retrieval of student information from the database student. So for that, set the variable one is student and select start from that variable name. So variable is a student. So it will gives the entire tuples available in the student database like this. So difference between embedded and dynamic SQL means static or embedded SQL. We can say it is a static SQL. The SQL statements on application that do not change at runtime. So it's they're hard coded. Dynamic SQL statements are constructing while running. So for example, the application may allow user to enter its own queries while running. Functions and procedures. What is functions? A set of a block of code when we call the time it will execute the set of tasks. So particular set of instruction and commands which is known as procedures, which we have to follow while executing. So the command will be used to retrieve the particular item from the database. So the function should have the content which includes the commands to execute. So this is a simple example. First, we are creating a function. So by using create function, function name, and parameter list, we can have to specify it. If we take a student, the student attributes or parameters are name, register number, marks, department, and the return statement is used to return back the output of the calling function. Then the procedure will be followed like begin and end, and then exception handling mechanisms also we can add. And procedure, it is also like a function. So the function will be created by using create function. And likewise, the procedure can also be created by using create procedure. And we have to give the procedure like increment salary for a particular person. So increment salary is a database name and the e number and number. Then salary of the employee is out number. So B. Then update employee table salary is above 1000 where the particular registration number. So which registration number matches with the first one that will be updated hopefully. And likewise after completion you have to give commit. And trigger, which is important one because it's also a stored procedure database which is automatically invokes when it is particular event will be occurred. So for example, trigger can be invoked when a row is inserted in the specified table and when certain table columns being updated. So the trigger will automatically induce when particular event happen. So creating a trigger will be using create command, then which will execute after before the particular statement. The statement we have to include insertion, deletion, or updation. And finally, on time means we can represent using on the particular data name. And for each row, we'll use to trigger the entire row of the database. This is a sample example. Insert into student value. I have inserted a value. The row only create. The row will be created. So with the help of that, MySQL select start from the particular student. The entire table will be selected. Thank you.